The starlit sky lit up your eyes. I could barely breathe no matter how I tried. I held you close.
Hi, hello, welcome to Culture Healing. So, I have been doing an experiment. That's why I look like this. That's why I feel like this. I feel awful. Oh my god, I have not felt this way in a year. In a whole year. So, I have been doing an experiment for about 2 months now, right? So, for the whole year, from my videos, as you can see, I've been passionate about food. Just not just you eating healthy, but just what the food does to you. What it does to you in body, and what it does to you in spirit, and how it makes you feel like you just don't want to do anything. You're not determined to do anything. You just feel lazy, lethargic. You don't want to do, you just don't want to be in life, and you feel like ugh, right? But then you chalk that up to just being tired, or you don't have anything to live for, or you're not happy or anything like that. So I wanted to see if it was just in people's mind. Of course it's in your mind, but today we're going to discuss food and how that affects here. Eventually we'll talk about the mind, but today is food day. Now, a lot of you can see that I have gained weight. I have pimples. This camera though. I have pimples. I look awful. I didn't even have the energy to do my head wraps properly. See? And obviously you can hear me sound congested, and from my other videos there was no such thing. My energy in my other videos was extremely off the chain, and things were like, ooh, she has a lot of energy, yay. And you can see that is me, that's who I am. This here, I don't know who she is, right? But for the experiment's sake, I've been through it. So for the experiment's sake, I ate again, but I didn't eat meat, right? But I ate like flowers and some rice and some snacks, but not like chocolate type of snacks, those type of unhealthy things, but like these nuts that I just like, that has a bit of sugar. I had a little bit of sugar over the time, and during this Christmas season, my mom is a fantastic cook, and she made like all these different things, and I'm like, all right, let's eat. Yay. And I ate them, and within 3 days, and I have before stuff and after stuff, within 3 days I gained this. I have a video of a full body video that I'll post too. And I gained weight on my face, as you can see. If you watch all my photographs from before and videos, you'll see that my face was not round. And not just that, I have been extremely lazy. I am still, but because I know what it is, I don't allow myself to be moody, but I'm moody. And ladies, my period is off the chain heavy. Like for the whole year, because of what I've been eating, all I ate was from, well, as I told you, I only eat from 12 to 6. And from what I was eating from 12 to 6 for the whole year was my smoothies. 3-4 hours later I will have some provision, and that's it for the whole year. That's what I ate. And I lost the weight, I maintained the weight, I was healthy, I was energetic, I am still doing these things, but because of the experiment, I feel like I feel awful. My self-esteem is not low because I know what I'm doing, right? But if I didn't know about the experiment and know the difference, my self-esteem would have been like crazy low. I would have been like crazy argumentative and rude and just in any mood. But of course I didn't tell anybody that I was doing this experiment, because I wanted to give my authentic reaction, have their authentic reaction to my reaction to things. For the whole year I have not taken anything anyone said to me seriously, because I understood the emotion and where they were saying these things to me from, and I knew how to respond because I see it has nothing to do with me. But for the last week, or not week, for the last month or so since this experiment, I've been lashing to frigo. And I have been just like, you know what, you start to get on my nerves, I can't stand you, you just know need to do better, you should know, but you know, that type of way, instead of understanding that they wouldn't know these things. And I'm like, this isn't you. So I've been like evaluating that person with who I was accustomed to for this while, and I know that this is not her and this is not what she would say, and I do look awful. Anyways, experimenting. So I have been watching that too. So, and the thing is, this is all because I started back eating nonsense, understand? And the things that I'm eating is not electric. And the electricity in my body is just bad energy, and these bad energies feed in my bad energy, without my body isn't getting all the good things it's supposed to get to be able to give the best of me. So with that, now the bad of me, let's try to phrase it that way, is what is coming out. So yeah, food have a lot more than to do with just your health, is what I am trying to say. It has nothing to do with just, oh, you're gonna get diabetes and cancers or whatever. It has to do with your vibrations, your energies. And I find that my energy is from myself. Understand? It is not where she knows it used to be. And I hate it. I truly do. I don't like for instance, I for the whole year I've been like determined to get things, and I've been getting things done. It's like crazy the things that I've accomplished over this year, just 1 year by the way, and the things that I will continue to accomplish just by changing my diet, whereas I was able to then center myself and see what the most important thing in life is. And what I wanted to do, there was no stopping, there was no negative thoughts saying, well, you can't get it done. I was very determined, and I knew that I could get it done, and I proved to myself that I could, and I did. And the 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 frequencies that I was traveling on was immense. It was beautiful. It was like every single day I get up, every day, yoga, meditation, and I get up and I do my usual stuff. I study, I sit down, I wrote my goals, I work towards my goal, I accomplish my goals in the day. My energy towards work was epic. My energy towards people was epic. It was just good. I wasn't lazy. There was no way I would have been like, I'm tired. There was no such word, because my body was so clean and it had everything that it needed, that I did not feel tired. I was going, I was going, I was going. And I was not snappy at all towards anybody. My body was so clean. My woman's stuff was very good. It was how it's supposed to be, not too heavy. It wasn't making me feel tired, and I could work out with my period. You know, a lot of women cannot work out with their periods, like it's too heavy, you can't do this thing, you're getting cramps. I didn't get, first of all, I never used to get cramps, but after the last miscarriage I started to get cramps, and the periods was like 7 days long, 3 or 4 days heavy, 3 pads a day. I have to sleep with things on the bed so I don't wet up the bed or mess up the bed, because I used to go through and constantly changing underwears and having showers. This was my period for like a year and a half after the last miscarriage. That was how my period used to look. And for the last year, that bad boy been 3 days and 1 pad a day. But for health's sake, I would change it to keep them there, you know, clean and whatever. And just bad boy been 3 days good, no lightness, no belly pains. It was just good, and I was like, yes, determination to continue, because I can see that my body is healing, you know. And I loved my determination and things, and the things that I've accomplished with this just from eating, by the way. Okay, and then obviously after eating, my spiritualness opened, my vibration opened, my frequency opened, and I start to receive and start to want to learn more and do more. And because I was seeking those things, those are the things that I received. And this year has been the best year of my life. So I'm like, well, this is good, you know. You're not the usual girl that you usually is. Because sometimes I would say, well, I would do something, and I'd be like, all right, well, tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, tomorrow. And then the next thing, and I always put them off. I never used to do them. And for the whole year, I'm like, yeah, girl, you're about to do this. And best believe, I'm like, you know what? You do it now. Because if you don't, then you're going to put it off. So then I do it now. And then eventually I'd be like, all right, so tomorrow I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this and do that and do that. Best believe the things that I said I was going to do the day before, I actually do them and more the day. And I never used to do nothing, so I used to put it off or do one thing, but like, I lazy. I had all the energies in the world. I wanted to go everywhere, and I went everywhere. Somebody come and, yo, you want to go somewhere? Be like, yeah, dog, there we go. You know, I want everything. And then for the last 6 weeks or so since doing this experiment, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to go anywhere. People start to get on my damn nerves, and I just snappy and I rude and I just watching she just do her thing, because I mean, you know, do the experiment. And I'm like, yo, I can't do this shit no more. This is too much. I want back my old self. So I am done with this experiment. But I wanted to show the difference in your eating and what it does to your body and your mind and your motivation and your determination and just everything in life that you want to do and you just not doing it. Visit your food first. Your food have a lot to contribute to where you are right now. If you feel like you in doing nothing in life, or you don't feel like you're happy about your life, first what I want you to do to really get over that, don't be like, oh, things can get better, or you know, it's just a phase. No, in a phase is a food. It's a damn food. Okay? What are you eating? I want you to visit. When you have sit down and watch what you are intaking in your morning sessions, especially early in the morning, like 8 o'clock, you talk about breakfast, the important meal for the day, you need your protein. And you know, I visit protein back in the last video. So when you watch how often you eat that day and what you ate that day, you will then understand why you can't get anything done during that day. You understand what I'm trying to say? So me having done this experiment, because by the way, you haven't seen videos from me, right? Yeah, because I'm like, ooh, I don't want to make videos, like, whatever. It's like, what? No, not you. You always on point. You know what you want your content to be. You've already put out your content. You've been doing this. It's like, I don't want to do anything, just leave me alone type of mood. And that is not me at all. This girl be wanting to do things all the time. So this is why I have not been making videos, and I just wanted to experiment a little bit with it and see the difference between you actually eating good and you not eating good. And this girl haven't been eating good, obviously, but did not allow myself to go overboard with it, with the experiment, because I already see what it was doing to me. And I disciplined myself when I started, but still let it go just because of this sake. But foods are important, and I will always say this for a very long time. Food is not just you not wanting to get sick or wanting to look good, or just eating because, oh, the say lettuce is good for you. Honey, food is not good for everything. It closes you down from the truth of the world, from the truth of seeing the simplest things around you, from the truth of your emotions, from the truth of your actions. It makes you so defensive on a lot of things that you would not be defensive towards, and it shuts you completely down. It blinds you to a lot of things. And for me, for the last few weeks, I was totally blind. I was blind, even though I saw, because I myself put myself in this position to do this video for people's sake. But there are things that I could I would have very well reacted to differently and done differently had it not been for me eating the way that I was eating. Again, I am only visiting food now. Food is not the only contributor, but it is the main thing because it is the most thing that you do that day and you intake that day. When you watch how you eat compared to other things, that is your main foundation to your building of who you are and what you receive and what you give out. Understand? So I am making this video and I am telling you, you could hear how I sound, you could see how I look, and this is me. So I am done with this. If I saw that I feel like I would do another video just for experiment's sake, because as I said, this whole year was me experimenting with different foods, how to react, so I will be able to give the best information to people out there, because I see a lot of people out there wanted to eat differently. But obviously, from what Dr. Sebi said, certain foods are not real and certain things aren't good for you. So what I did, instead of saying, well, Dr. Sebi said this, I took it and I used them, is what I did. Because for me, I like to see results and I like to give people positive results. Okay, I want you to know that you're eating something that will change you. So before I give my information, I do them on myself. So the stuff that I post and talk about are things that I personally use them for a period of time to make sure that I myself had that good reaction to it. Then I put it out there because I don't want people to use false information anymore, and I will not be a part of that. No, not me at all, because I ain't got that time. I have a family that I want to be able to say, listen, don't eat meat because of this, and I have shown you the proof. I have a family that I want to take it out of this brainwashing that food is good for you, all foods are good for you. I don't want that for somebody else's family. So the information that I am giving my family, I am giving you of authenticness also. So I even see, I forget what I was saying. What the heck I was saying now. So right, the information I put out there are experiments. So a lot of the foods that he spoke about, I ate them and I saw what they did to me and how heavy certain foods were compared to certain foods. I was like, okay, you know what, this kind of sound right. This, you know what I mean? So I did that. I weighed them out. I ate separately, give them a few hours, watch how my body reacts to them, how my body digests. If I realize that the next day still tasting a specific thing when it's supposed to be out, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not eating that anymore. So that's what I did. So when I post a thing, I have ate it, and if I haven't, I can be like, I haven't tried this before, but we can see when I try it, type of thing. So I am very careful with the things that I put out there, because when I want you to try it. Some of the things, especially for the mouth stuff, a lot of people have tried them and they give me back very good results, and I'm very happy about that. So I will continue to experiment with a lot of these things, and I will be posting videos like these looking groggy and be like, hey guys. I will be posting them. But for now, I cannot. I done and about this experiment no more. I'm unable. So I am about to go flush. I am going to flush and fast so I could get all of this nonsense out of me, so I can start my new year feeling beautiful, by the way. And if it's so that I need to do any more experiment, or you guys want me to do an experiment, let me know. I am very much willing to, because I know how to get it out again. But dudes, this food thing, ugh, yeah, that's how I feel right now. Believe it or not, I am in bed usually at 5 o'clock, big man. I'm outside doing yoga and meditating, out there doing that, and at 6 I'm on my laptop trying to get shit do. My day start beautiful, or I'm out there working out. I haven't worked out in 6 weeks. No, that ain't true. That ain't true. No, I haven't worked in 3 weeks. Sorry. See, I haven't worked in 3 weeks, and I made a video talk about how I love workout. You know what I mean? And I was doing it like crazy. And I didn't feel like it. I have not had a proper meditation or yoga. I only squeeze in it because I know how it makes me feel, and I wanted that feeling because I did not like the emotional imbalance that I was having. So I squeeze, literally pull myself out of that state and be like, you doing this yoga, woman? Don't do that. So I did my yoga, I did my meditation, and that was it. But I did yoga religiously every day and meditation every single day. I have not missed a day after the last week, not a week, month or something. Yeah, this girl been yoga, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, what attitude is that? You know, to somebody who knew after having a good yoga meditation how she feels so good, how she loves zenness, how her mind is up there type of feeling. Like, yeah, see? And I'm about to talk about, well, again, back to bed. Weird, what bed? Get your ass up. So, experiment is over, people. This girl ain't able no more. I want back my damn self. So, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I will put my awesome there. And right now, my awesome ain't cute. Okay? But excuse, it's not the mess, because I'm not a girl of cosmetic stuff. Understand? This is who I am, and this is who you'll get. So people, food though, this food has a lot to contribute to the situation you're in, the mind space you're in. You're thinking negative, you're thinking, oh, it's practically, but it's not all to do with your outside influence of whatever people might tell you. But honey, the food's lot that shit, because when you got yourself clean, you realize that people's mirroring of their emotions and the way that they would react to certain things has nothing to do with you. It's completely to do with who they are. But when you do receive their reaction, then it is something to do with you, because then it shows that you still have insecurities or whatever emotion that you have in you that you need to heal from. And for me, for the whole year, I understood that about people. So when people give me a certain thing, reaction or emotion, I am able to say, oh, you're in so much pain, my love. And I am able to then say, well, this is what it is. And I am able to give the best of me, because I know it is not about me. But for the last, 6 weeks, oh, this bitch been about me. It's like, what you gonna be saying? Well, why you got... I'm like, wait, since when? You in this type of girl? Even before this, actually. Even before the food, me eating clean and doing this, I was never the person to take things personal. In that way, not fully. I understand, but I usually am the understanding person in the picture. But for the last week, though, yeah, my body been like, you know what, you know that, friend, I'm about to carry you some bullshit. And that it did. So I done. I get a purge so I can make a video where my eyes is like, hello, yeah, type of thing. For right now, I just want to go back to bed, but I'm not gonna, because this it's not gonna overcome me. I'm done with it. I'm about to go do some shit, and I will see you guys in the next video where we will be talking about a lot of shit. So, oh, guys, I feel awful. I feel so, yeah, I feel I cannot with this food thing. It's like, yo, who did this to us? But then we know this, right? But it's like, come on, people, we are human beings. Stop with this bullshit. Tell people the truth, man. It's like, stop making people eat these things, and then you go to the doctor, it's like, oh, you need to stay away from sugar. Why, doc? Why do I have to stay away from sugar? What does it do to my body that I need to stay away from sugar type of feeling? You know, like, be truthful with people out there. Stop telling people bare foolishness and got people taking medication for things that you know they could do better with. And you know what? You see, again, emotional. But I gone, peeps. Real thing. The men's be doing crap. Hey, you. Yes, you. So, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for coming to my page. So, I would like for you to subscribe, and I also want you to watch the last video, and I hope that you enjoy everything on my channel. Thank you.